Hello, welcome to my sculpting channel and a little bit more. Today I want to show you how to change the FEP of your 3D printer. And basically I'm talking about this plastic that holds all the resin when you're about to print. So let's start. First of all, I want to tell you that no matter which printer you got, you will change many parts through the years, the older they get, like any car. And they're made for that. No, being fair or not, you're gonna have to remove part. In this one, probably is gonna be the very first one you're gonna have to change. Why get damaged? Mainly because how you clean your printer. For me, in my experience, I used to use the spatula that comes with my printer, and with that I used to clean it. And like over here you can see all the scratches, all these kinda I press too hard and I create these bumps or this I don't know, I stretch the plastic, and I use for corners and things my sculpting tool, and you can see it looks really bad, maybe not that horrible, but and the reality is that I want to tell you that it will have scratches and it will get a little bit damaged, and that doesn't mean that you have to right away change it. I have to say that I did a video of creating pieces that you can give for Father's Day, and all those prints I did it with this kind of damaged FEP. I will suggest, just if you want to try to save money, is to wait until the print fails to change it. One of the reasons why I'm changing it is because I was with my tool trying to take the tiny piece in the corner, and I pressed it too hard and I made a hole. So with a hole, immediately that's you cannot wait, you have to change it. So one of the things that I do to clean it now is every single resin 3D printer has a button that shoots out UV light, and that will completely try to cure the resin and help you to take it out. But one of the things that I used to do is just put it once and that's it, no? And it only lasts like a minute or so. So now I put it multiple times, and even I detach this from my printer and I move it around to make sure that the light goes on every single corner. And most of the time it's almost perfect, and I peel off like a piece of paper, and I don't have to be like trying to scratch or anything. So that will be kind of the better way to do it. So just to let you know, you're always gonna have tiny pieces around it. So yeah, that will happen. But now let's change it. One of the first things that I did is took off these big screws. You don't have to, but I like to do it. So when I flip this and I start removing all the screws, I have flat surface and it's just easier to put the plastic. So I just suggest to do that. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just flip it. Something that you're gonna need is just scissors. You're gonna need your alley tool and of your replacement. I have to say that I wasn't sure what to expect. There were so many screws. I didn't know if they were really tight or how it was gonna be to remove it, but it was super simple. It took me just like 5 minutes. So it was really easy. I have to say that I wanted to do this a long time ago, but last year I moved houses and I just lost my replacement. This 3D printer that I got, I would make sure that it had a lot of accessories. You have to pay attention because there are so many sellers out there, even in Amazon, that some for the same price or just the price changes just a tiny bit. And sometimes you can get just the printer, and sometimes you can get the printer with a lot of accessories. So I always try to tell people, look for those deals, and it's like a bundle, and that just way better. But the point is that I had that replacement and I lost it completely. Maybe I will find it someday somewhere, but I ordered this one online. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I have to mention that there are affiliate links, but they're there in case you want to use them. And this one I just got it, so I was so happy and ready to change it. So now that I remove all the screws, one of the things that happened is I was trying to remove this kind of plate that hold the plastic in place, and I was feeling that it was kind of breaking, you know, and so I tried to do it really slowly, and at the end it came out really nicely. And it's a little bit strong, so nothing will happen, but just as a suggestion, do it with time, with patience, and take your time. After I removed that, it was ready to remove this ugly plastic that was ready just to be changed. One thing that I noticed is that I had resin around it, so I cleaned that up. And I'm ready to take this envelope and take out this replacement. I have to say that I use the same brand as my 3D printer. My 3D printer is the Creality hollowed one. This one is specifically for this printer. I saw online that you can use this one on many other printers that they are the same size. So even in the description in Amazon, it tells you which one you can use. I'm telling you this because make sure that you specifically look for the one that you need. But this one, like I say, it's exactly the same one that I used to have that came with my printer. And it comes with three, there are different packages, I think 3, 6, and 10. But you have more than one that can last at least a year, I'm pretty sure. Depending on the use and how you clean it, probably can last more than a year. One important thing, and I've seen online that people complain that this doesn't work, this plastic paper, and it's because they try to print and it's not working. And this happened because this product has protectors. On every single side, you have to remove this plastic that protect this piece of plastic. And when I touched this plastic paper, I didn't feel that it has anything. I didn't feel like oil or anything that you can think it'll need so much protection, but it has it. You have to make sure that you remove from each part, from the front and the back. And after you take those off, now you can really use it. I have to say that immediately when I took them off, some dust and even one of my cat hair were attracted right away, like if it was a magnet. So just have that in mind. And I tried to remove it with my hand, and I think I make it worse, and it had a smoosh, but I was able to remove and clean it. But just have that in mind. It covers most of the piece, and it's time to put it together. So you put the plastic on top and grab this kind of plate, and I was afraid that when I was pressing it, it was gonna move or do something. And no, it was really easy just to press it down. Everything stayed the way it was, and just with my tool I went around creating holes to make sure that I was gonna be able to put the screws really easy. And that's exactly what happened. It was really easy just to put them back, and I didn't have really to press that much, and everything stayed just the way it should stay. And I was able just to put all the screws. Something that I didn't say, and this is just a technique for maybe someone out there that doesn't know, when you're trying to put pieces that has kind of screws all around, one example is just like a car tire, is the best thing is to do a technique that is like a cross pattern. And this what it means is when you're gonna take it off or even put it back, is that example here, I'm gonna screw in one side, then I'm gonna go on the opposite side, I'm gonna screw it, not really tight, just a little bit, just enough so it holds, and I'm gonna go again on the top and then on the other side, and just like a cross pattern and all over the place. And basically that will help you to, it's just gonna be easier to put everything together, and then you go again and now you tie them up really well. So that's basically how it works. I'm completely done. I already changed this plastic, but like you can see, because of course the plastic wasn't completely the same size, you have a little bit of leftovers on the side, and that really easy. You just grab your scissor and you start just cut it around. I suggest maybe you can also use a knife. If you have an X-Acto knife, maybe it will be easier. Just be careful. But the most important thing is that you don't want any plastic that goes outside the metal part, because basically the point is to have this piece completely flat. And if you have a piece of plastic on the side, it will move your piece, and you won't get the same light everywhere, and that could affect your piece. So basically that's it. I'm gonna show you the before and after, or mainly the change in the old one. You can see right away with the lights how bad the other one was, and yeah, this is pretty much it. If you want to be part of this community, subscribe, share, like, check my links. And if you want to check all my other videos about 3D printing or sculpting, check that. And the most important thing, enjoy art and see you next time.